What time is it? Barbecue time. What's up, YouTube? This is Robert Escamilla from Big Six Barbecue up here in Somerville, Massachusetts. Today, on my second video, we're going to talk about chicken. I'm going to show you how Big Six Barbecue smokes their barbecue chicken hot and fast, because I sure don't like that low and slow. Second, we're going to show you how we grill chicken, like grill smoke it. And then, as an added bonus, we're going to make a barbecue sauce so you can whip up some wings, because I know everybody loves them wings. So let's get to cooking, guys. So we're on my way to my favorite chicken store. We're gonna go see my friend Louie. He's gonna cut us up a few chickens and we're gonna get ready to barbecue. Hope to see you guys there. So we're inside, I'm about to order some chicken. I'm here with my man
Lou, your mother's favorite chicken, man.
So Lou's gonna hook us up with 2 chickens. He's gonna show us how he cuts them, and we're gonna pick them, and we'll see you at the yard.
All right, 2 whole chickens.
Yeah, this is 2 whole chickens.
So just cut up one.
Yeah. So whenever you're ready, Louis, when he says you're ready.
So you want the backbone out or no?
Let's cut it all in half, bro. Keep the backbone.
There you go. Cutting chicken made easy. All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Always a pleasure. Good to see you guys.
So I got this 2.5 pound chicken that I got from the fresh poultry place. It has all that fat. So we're gonna remove all the fat that's in there. We're gonna cut it in half because Lou showed you how they do it. Now we're gonna show you how we do it here in Big Six Barbecue. So I'm gonna get to work. So first I'm gonna remove the fat. It's the first thing, I don't need that. That's just gonna cause flare-ups. So whatever's inside comes out. All right, so I put it to the side. And so I fixed the skin because you want the skin more or less where you want it, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna remove the wings, because what's gonna happen is if when you have the wings and you're cooking it whole half like that, only this part's gonna get crispy. So what we want to do is crispy up all this, you know, get this all crisp up. So we're gonna show you how it's done. So I got this cleaver here, and the chicken has like this line now right in the middle. So I'm gonna get it gently, just to cut it first, get it going, right? Get it going as far as I can get it, and then tap. Okay, that's it for that. So we're gonna open it up, and it has, I don't know if you can see it here, it has a backbone that goes straight down, and we're gonna cut on one side of the bone and then on the other side of the bone. So I'm gonna show you how it's done. So on this side, tap, tap, and it's done. On this side, same way, tap, tap, and cut through. So you got your back, it's very delicious. Now you got all this stuff you clean up. So we're gonna scrape off some of that with the knife. Make sure you're not cutting yourself. Make sure you gotta square up the chicken. Say like this right here is gonna cause flare-ups. Okay? So we're gonna remove it. It ain't gonna do nothing but burn and cause fires. Make you your grill cause flare-ups. So I'm gonna remove it. This sharp knife, just cut straight down. And you wanna make sure that everything goes, you know, fix it right. So like if you leave it like that, it's just gonna cook up. So you wanna just make sure you fold it. And so right here, we're just gonna clip off the wing. So you find the little spot, right? You go around, right? And once you got that going, you just little chop, and boom, you got a wing. So we're gonna square them off. There we go. Okay, now that we got the chicken cut up, it's very important to grab some napkins and pat the whole skin dry, because this is gonna help you achieve crispy skin. Because if you put it in wet, it's just gonna steam, and you're not gonna get crispy skin. So you wanna pat it dry as much as you can, okay? On everything, wings, you know, get most of that moisture off. That's what we're doing, trying to remove excess moisture on the chicken. Now that we got that nice and pat dry, we're gonna oil it. I got my achote oil that I make homemade, and I'm just gonna throw a little bit on. That's all I need, very little. And then I'm just gonna rub it all in there, just gently, you know. You wanna season mostly the meat side mainly with your rub, because what's gonna happen is if you put your too much rub on the skin, it's not gonna crisp up, okay? So you mainly wanna use salt and pepper on the skin side. You're gonna season it, but you mainly wanna season it with the salt and pepper too, because that's what's gonna bring out the flavor in the chicken. You know, the rub is delicious and everything, but you also need, it's very important to season it with salt and pepper. And here I got salt and crushed black pepper with some chile piquins. Okay, these are chile piquins that, you know, you buy at the market. You crush them up with your hands and you just throw them in there, you know. That's what, you know, they give a little spiciness, and then when it hits the grill, it just gives it that nice, delicious chili flavor, you know. So you want to do that to your whole chicken. This is optional. I just like it a little spicy, you know what I mean? So you want to rub your whole chicken, trying to keep one hand clean as you're doing it. Now you want to get your chicken, turn it all the bone side down, and you want to get your salt. Start seasoning it all over. Season it up high. Get it nice. And then with the rub, you just want to go lightly coated. It's going to give it flavor. Right? You got your rub on one side, then now you, with one hand, you want to flip it. Just kind of pat it in dry before you flip it. So you want to flip it. So you're flipping it. And then up high again, just season it with the salt and pepper and the chile piquin all over. And then you want to shake it, not cake it. So you want to make sure the skin's fixed. You want to shake it, not cake it. So you want to lightly season, not too much. This is going to be for the grill. So you want to let it sit for a few minutes before you toss it on the grill. You want it to sweat up a little bit. Okay, so the seasonings won't burn. And we're going to cook it bone side down most of the way. And once it's cooked all the way through, we're going to flip it skin side down so we can crisp it up. So right now, after we seasoned it, we're going to get just a wooden skewer, and you just want to poke holes everywhere. The reason I like to put the seasoning on, so when I poke holes, the seasonings go in there into the meat. So this is why I didn't poke holes before I put the seasoning. So I want to poke holes everywhere. So this is gonna render most of the fat out, right? And it's gonna ensure that the skin gets crispy. And you can leave it unseasoned, uncovered, bone side down the way it is in your fridge and let the air of the fridge dry out the skin and you'll get crispy skin. On this cooker, I got a 22-inch Weber kettle grill, and I got the charcoal divider set up with the drip pan in the middle to catch all the grease. And I got a piece of wood that I like to put on the side, so when this thing gets going, it'll start smoking on both sides. And I'm gonna put the grate on. And you can start getting it going. And on this one, I got a piece of wood that I'm gonna put here on the side because I don't want to be, if this catch fire, it'll burn my meat. So you want to get a nice embers, coals, you know what I'm saying? So you won't get that, because this will give you flare-ups, you know, when you have flames going. So you just want to keep it, you know, with coals, you know what I mean, when you're grilling. But you want to put a little piece of wood there so it could smoke a little bit. You get a little bit of wood flavor. So I'm going to throw the grill on here. It needs to be clean. And we'll get back. So I got these 3 chickens that we prepped, seasoned. Now we're going to put them on the smoker. So we got charcoal dividers, right? So the chicken's going to be in the middle cooking. So the fire is going to come in. It's going to circulate. And it's going to be smoky because I put apple wood in there. So you kind of want to separate them a little bit. You're going to hear a little sizzle. Move them a little bit like that. Just give them some air room so they could the smoke will go through and cook evenly. Now I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to cook it high. I'm going to cook it on high because like I said, I don't like the low and slow stuff. So high is going to not give it an overpowering smoke, and it's going to stay juicy. The skin's going to be a little more crispier. So here we go. This is looking good. The middle one's at 150. Yep, let's get in there. They're about the same. Okay. So I checked them. They're at 180. What I'm gonna do is crisp up the skin a little bit. So here we are. This is how they look. So I'm gonna put them over the coals just to crisp up the skin a little bit. So we're back again. So right now we're gonna show you how we do crispy skin. So I got these half chickens. Remove the wings. I season them. Now I'm gonna place them over charcoal, okay? And I put pieces of wood up here so I won't get flare-ups. So I'm gonna place the chicken there. Chicken there. So it's been about 15 minutes and I'm about to rotate the chicken. You always gotta rotate your chicken, especially if you're gonna cook it hot and fast. I pulled out some of that wood because that's enough smoke I needed. So I just put the wood on top so I could grab a little bit of smoke, not too much. So it's been like 25 minutes and I'm just gonna check the temperature. It's at 160. This was at 130. This is at 160. So the chicken is already like at 170. So what I'm gonna do is flip it skin side down away from the coals. So I had flipped them and moved them off the fire so they could cook most of the way, because I already got them like to like 160, 170. So I flipped them, I put them on skin side down. So I'm just gonna check them again and see if they hit 180, and once they're done, I'm pulling them out. So I'm gonna brush them with, I'm gonna brush one or two with barbecue sauce. So just sit back and watch. These two are done. I'm gonna brush these two with some sauce, and I'm gonna give that to Louis. It's gonna be for Mr. Louis at the chicken store. Look how beautiful. Start looking. So I'm gonna get them closer to the fire and just crisp up the skin a little bit. So I'm gonna lay them that way. They kind of smoked and grilled at the same time, so you're gonna get that nice smoke flavor, plus a little char from the grill. They're looking nice. All right, guys, we're gonna see if you achieved the crispy skin. Ooh, it looks pretty damn good to me. This is what we're talking about, crispy. See how it's sizzling? Don't cover it. Don't put it in a sealable container. Just let it sit air dry, and it'll crisp up more. We like a little char. We also like a lot of crisp. Crispy skin. So we're gonna flip them, and we're gonna baste them with this delicious sauce. Because, you know, I don't know about where you come from, I like to sauce my chicken. I like it crispy. I like it all kinds of ways. That's what makes it, chicken so good. It's very diverse. You can do so much with it. Every culture uses it. So I'm always keeping an open mind to different things. And I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and it's done. Okay, I'm gonna show you how we do chicken wings. So I'm gonna start prepping them for you. So we got these whole wings. I like whole wings because they get nice and crispy when you cook them, and they're easier to turn on the grill instead of small little ones. But anyway, I'm gonna show you how to separate them. So you have the drum and you got the wing. So we get them like this, cut them off. Get them like this, cut through the skin and through the ligaments and down. That's it. Okay, I had patted them dry. You're gonna poke them the skin so they crisp up all through the whole chicken. So you want to get mainly the fatty part. Poke holes in the fatty part so they could render the fat out all over. All right, so done with the wooden spoon. These I'm just gonna season. So now that I got them salted and peppered, I'm gonna add my rub. So I'm gonna flip them. Flip them. On one side, you just come with the seasoning. Flip them, flip them, flip them, flip them, flip them. Flip them, flip them, flip them. Here we go. All right. And that's all she wrote. Now we're gonna prep for the barbecue sauce to coat the chicken when it's done, so we get that nice sticky icky when you're smacking into those chicken wang. So all you need is a bottle of whatever sauce you have, or you can make your own. I prefer to make your own, but I do like certain brands. I don't have to hassle with it. So you also got this triplet hot sauce chipotle, and we also have some honey that we're gonna add into, and some black pepper, and maybe a touch of salt. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it together. So you get your bottle of sauce, you open it up. Like Emerald Lagasse says, it's not rocket science. Just pour it all in there. Every last bit of it. Since we like it kind of buffalo style, we're gonna add all this bottle of chipotle. It's gonna be chipotle. It's also gonna give it some smokiness and some spiciness and vinegary. It's gonna complete well with the barbecue sauce and the chicken. So they work good together. This was like my first mix I ever did chicken wing with my brother Joe in Texas, and I knocked it out of the park. So you want to mix it around a little bit, right? Now you got the barbecue tomato base. Now you got the hot sauce. Now we're gonna put some sweet in there to cool down the heat a little bit. So you grab as much honey as you like. I like to use the whole thing. You know, you mix it around. It's looking nice and thick. That's where you're gonna get your lip smacking sauce. Boy, it's looking good. You just want to mix it around a little bit, you know. Get as much of the honey as you can, and that's it for that. And now just a little bit of black pepper, because I like black pepper and everything. Touch of my Tacuache barbecue rub, just a touch, not too much, just enough. And then mix very well. Just keep mixing to incorporate everything all together. And once everything's incorporated, you're ready to brush on. So chicken's done. They hit 180. Ready to go. Thank you for watching. For more Big Six barbecue videos, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.